this be the thing he do. Some of our artists they do where they will come sit back, then they put blame on bloggers, them people not supporting them. Because I don't know why to this point, people that are supposed to be spearheading conversations that will catapult us to the global stage, then we'll go sit on radio, then create confusion. Then when bloggers and content creators pick it up to highlight on it, hey, you people are always
taking the negative.
Meanwhile, you start up.
And
I am so disappointed that this is coming from the quarters of Samini, because I feel like 8 months ago, Sarkodie was invited by Andy Dusty to 8FM. And in the course of the conversation, prior to that, the Samini had tweeted, said he had moved to Sarkodie for a verse.
There be questions and answers.
Yes, for a verse. But Sarkodie, when Sarkodie needed a verse from him,
yes.
As Sarkodie hit him up, it was like
hours.
Boom. But when it was time for Sarkodie to reciprocate
the energy,
Sarkodie no do him. He said Sarkodie no, he go do like, they come, but I no go mind him. And that one said, if I say Sarkodie for be straightforward to some of these artists. Onya. If I say you say, Sark, this be the song I want to make you put a verse on. Now it's here now,
no, I catch you.
So you don't leave people on. So on that call, Sarkodie was in the studio. Samini was called on the phone.
Yeah.
So it was back and forth, and it got to a point where Samini disrespected Sarkodie by calling him, Sarkodie, I'm a boy.
A verse from him, knowing how he can delay and distort my plans.
Okay, so Sark, all right. So with all this, so your fury is not about Sark, but rather the fans. Is that what?
Yes, it's not about Sark. It was about the fans, because I explained to one fan who asked me a question: would you ever do a song with Sark? And I don't feel like it's time to close. Throw dust into people's eyes or cover people's deeds to make them seem like everything is calm when it's really not. There's other people in the industry who have done serious things to me that I've been quiet about. You see this Appeatus and 55 issue. I have a classical issue that I don't want to even talk about right now. But one day it will come out, and we'll have to mention names and show who has been on road with someone's album forever and didn't pay a dime for it, and went and put it online and said it was theirs 100% when they know who the executive producer is. Have I come out to talk about this before? No. Yes, so I'm not like emotional, just ranting about things that hurt me. But if I'm asked a question and I feel like this is the time to educate people and let people know how people are actually treating people on the ground as compared to how people make it seem when they come and they sugarcoat things. Sark, you know, force for me. He did a baby, listen. You know, force for me. You be my small boy, you know that. We did on the Sark was the first guy that rapped and said he wants to blow and become like Samini in one of his very first raps. Later on, when he went out and said, Kobisa Yogi Dogi de Sonny Bali de Kobisa Sonny Bali de Yogi de Samini. I mean, besides, he said, then Yogi de Samini. No. I said, about radio, so they asked him, he said he's not really a Samini fan, so he doesn't really listen to the songs like that, so he doesn't know the song they're talking about. Same guy that said in his earlier freestyles that he wants to be like Samini. Guess what? Here is the Samini in 2023 still, my guy. Don't play.
All right, Samini. Well, thank you very much for talking to us. I'm so grateful.
It's a forum. It's a forum. If I'm privileged, I would like to hear a response from my brother. Say he's there in the studio.
We'll have a conversation.
All right. Okay. So he says, well, if you heard him correctly, he says you will have a conversation. Well, thank you very much.
No, we won't have a conversation.
Hello. Okay.
No, people might think you cut him.
Right, sorry?
People might think you cut him.
People might think.
When they call him again, just so that people don't read.
Right, because please, if you can call him back, I'll be grateful.
And you don't.
No. Because
so it's all friendly, and I'm guessing you will try to say.
Well, I understand.
You get me. So, but it's all good. Him feeling like that, I don't have any control over that. I can only say sorry to how he feels, not necessarily because I agree with everything he's saying, but if that's how he feels, I don't think I have any. But my dream creating the things that he's talking about, and to make some things clear, I said in the beginning, I treat things differently from how people would treat things. So every person in this industry has some. I wouldn't call it pain because I don't care, because that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen to you. Everybody has something happening to them, So I get it. He has expressed. If you want to take people to call and say, Sarkodie does things for me quick, you have 1,000 people who also say it. And then you have some people who also say, What did I say? I told Bulldog, it's about the music. I just recorded, not because the music is not good. You could hear a song that is so good, but maybe you don't hear yourself. You're trying to find a pocket in the song, and then one day you do it. And then some songs, when they send it to you, it's like 2 seconds. Probably if I send you a song and then you really loved it in that moment, you did it. I didn't figure it out. I'm not talking about him. It could happen as in general. So to my brother, I would just definitely say sorry for how he feels, not endorsing the fact that everything he's saying is what I believe in or what I think is the truth. But if he says he feels like that, then yeah, sorry.
Yeah, saying a whole lot of things, referencing very funny business on the belly. Adia yogi dogi di yes Samini. Boga. Yes. So I didn't ask Samini since. So Samini referenced that, and he became back and forth. And Sarkodie was calm and calculated. And people even said the way Sarkodie they deal with some of these issues, they vex because they won't do him, but the political me, I don't want to talk. Meanwhile, somebody there on the phone, they call you a small boy. Then Samini go bed. Your man go the same on the Dusty show for Adum TV. Again. This matter can pop up. And I don't have a friend. I don't call Sarkodie. What?
Even on the Dusty catches on Chasso. But to say there also on can. If I talk everything.
And may take this opportunity to apologize to you for coming on your platform with my rage. Because Ebema Ekoban said what allow my abaso. Right. But you didn't foresee the end of Mimi rage. And I mentioned me keeping me punches in that towards before I made drop your phone. Okay. I make a camera go. Until no idea what the better me. Apology. But I don't apologize for anything I said to SAC or about SAC on that interview or on that platform because it was due. Say it was Obi address it there or assembly started or Twitter so Obi Mr. Obi Mbisame the Opebia. Around 3 something. So Obi could be say, will you ever do a track with SAC? And I may say, no, I won't do a track with him. If he asks me for one, I won't do it. And I'm not sure I would need him for a track. And we'll start the debate what Twitter and so. And tell me say, we show no entertainment show. So anapano, I'm for no answer no. So I'm going to be bizarre no question. You know? And instead of say, onunim de see, instead of say, be our brush your seminal off now, I can say, you know. Or acting like me rant for no reason on the internet. That's why my friend will say, me person me set it send be straight or show so. So then I wanted him to understand say why I me can say me ne won nye nyom me be bisa nyom and say wo friend me say nyom so I mean no. It's the fact say me bisa for track wo bisa me say nyom na single and I say album na me say EP na me ye na me hia wo ba ko so and I see okay da be na me release the track no and I me say June mid June and I say July we see okay cool send the track me send the track ni we no we read the track no we ho be blue tick obi o use WhatsApp behind what it means when you send somebody Charlie how far now I kind blue tick now I am few what the young girl o feel saying.
But what if na enyum ne nya?
Yeah, what if enyum ne nya wo there? Na wo nya enyum na. Ka say bra, I no go fit do am. I make busy small. I get XYZ. So this one they are gonna make it pass. Because you've already asked me questions about say a single, say a album. Time when I'm me really easy. Okay. So we be saying same way we na me the amawa or response. I say with me my response. And yes sir, when him start here in my books because yeah bon come on and we. My Sunday wa there no maybe say how far 2-3 times man tishi and I'm so into no na here dey shame me me dey shame me because abra wo here love rocks I was sending me instrumental man the 24 hours na me yes anyum no and I'm sending out. There's been other times I was studio or landing I was sending you me sack history on Sunday me new man in the 24 hours that my 3 different tracks amano one na love rocks 2 other times or send it by be me yeah. Sanyama we intine ma the other year many year me hino because in me and you no just onya madam for yam frey ho sa in me and you say the enemy hono every time you've sent a track I've sent you back a verse under 24 hours So me asking you for a verse on a track, if you can't do it, all you could have done was respond to my message and say, I can't do it.
Okay.
And to where Jamie Blue take no me dia share me muna me what Twitter so na obi ebisa me. Na me say me ne wo nyanyum na we hu say me bu ye fua. Wo akwala no sorry me left. Wo me bu ye fu bra. Wo akwala no finally wa be pie bedwe mu na. Baby bra ma me lande. Wa be pie bedwe mu na ye bisa wasem no. Wo kai pefe nti wo say ka wo use nyansa kwan bi so na wa mema asem na me bring me kuro mu more. But say wo bu asem no go to say oh enye hwe ya ebema me nso ma feel say e wo se me ba bedwudwa mu na obi a wo tie no wate ase say
okay
oh you know that is why me ne nye fine
okay Matthias asem we
and also my side about wait
what's that about what's up bomba what's up bomba pam
I accept so yeah. But you know I can't play God. I mean we move.
Right
Yeah,
me feel say yeah, and it will be a great pleasure if I find you. I wish I would just be in the middle and you are here, he's there. And
remorse plays a great role in these things. Right. And we are veteran. Any of these young DJs maybe 10, 15 years younger than you in the game. No only when these are grow where I'm describing our WhatsApp. Only when these are growing. No platform is no being missing no longer say as I'm not the economy shedan. But all the mission shedan kayo. Yeah. Andy. Oh, all right. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Nice. I'm going to be a question. Yeah. That's it. Yapon. Comments never. Comments never. As I didn't high grade for anybody, as I didn't cheer to there.
Oh, but we move. We're in one family.
That's
we move.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Because maybe said of a kind, I would love to see that unity.
Right.
Because at the edge.
For sure.
And remember when you so the mommy sit there so free moon.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. So say a new project in Badabe.
October may drop a new single. October. Yeah.
Reggae?
No. More Afrobeat dancehall. Yeah. And no, wear something towards the December. Okay. Now album the day for.
Your bedroom people say you bet me the December Chile. Because some experience about was seeing your fresh tracks as it.
I'm saying me jam no we should drop a hits behind. As me drop a banger.
Because you're the pressure about you.
Oh yeah.
No, I feel like you are a legend. That people respect you. Like I don't get it. And to say Sarkodie and guys no he left small like he join cash.
No, nam the baby so hard.
Obi a you
but Samini say the team pay now. Or still in the yard.
Sarkodie apologized on that show.
They say he Samini they know.
So what makes Sarkodie? Makes Sarkodie do album plus him?
No.
Because at this point
he doesn't need Sarkodie for a verse.
Why are you talking about it then?
I say assembly in the yard.
No, that be some ass move, bro.
Or the on the other count and the yard.
No. Listen, yeah, that be bro. No. Bro, unless you want to tell me say only me everlasting assembly because it's been 8 months. Move on, bro. Because Sarkodie, if he go give you the best, right now, say if he no go give you, this is not the time.
He said he know the one makes
what Sarkodie they want.
Or see or no, he know.
Okay,
he no go do any song plus Sarkodie again.
Sarkodie
and he know they need any verse from Sarkodie.
But Sarkodie,
he said as at that time he hit on Sarkodie, there was an EP. He said Sarkodie. Or see EP no, I release EP no. He has Sarkodie.
Okay, so right now the conversation right now the back and forth, the dragging way they tell and say make you keep quiet.
He said the fact say Sarkodie blue tick come they pay now.
Blue tick comes from.
No. Your blue tick you did. I know you the blue tick.
So move on, bro. Now listen, share. See, go where you are loved, right? It be statement I always they talk. Go where you are loved. And if you call Sarkodie away, Sarkodie blue tick. Maybe you afraid patapa.
Easy.
Yeah, peasy day. No, because you see, this be the thing. No, no. I don't like the way you are treating this conversation because when it comes to our artists and you see the conversation day in the system, right? Go and fill auditorium, do this. People are selling 20,000, 19,000. Look at what we are doing here.
We are our big boys.
You see that, you know, but then and no crying me yo. In the end, they will come and blame the fans.
But you people now they bring this.
You have started this thing. This matter.
8 months ago, you can't.
Sarkodie on one and I'm the try Yakobo concert. I have done the EP. I have done this. Okay. What makes that do?
At the point, save and you don't see stop. I'm saying no. I was saying can't.
Sometimes Sarkodie for Jane, I didn't give it to them.
Oh yeah, no. But the thing to be see, Sarkodie they should have been straightforward in Samini.
Yes.
Because he has to send the song, Sarkodie listen the song, but he don't give him any.
And I make a choice. Say on that day where the thing happened on radio, no, Samini phoned in or they called him, and Sarkodie was in the studio. So what happened? They allow some, and you see, if you day in the media space where a lot of people they come to you because you have subjected your life to public scrutiny, you for learn how Sarkodie they move. Samini was on the call ranting. Sarkodie said, my boy, he be the first person he come talk, say you want to be an artist, you want to become like Samini. Say all sorts of things. Then Sarkodie just sit there where they doing hair like this.
Maybe Samini, they over speak. You see, he was none the buefu. They say things where you know they need.
No, but when it comes to artists or maybe Bob Brow industry, you know, go fit tell me say Samini and Bob Brow and Sarkodie.
Exactly.
Yes, Samini.
He knows.
Yes.
No, it not be say Samini be that guy. He know Bob Brow.
You are not exactly. And the fact that Sarkodie actually humbled himself, not one way did. That's why he turned it does. That's why he do it. When they invite him to studios for some of these conversations, you know they
won't come.
Because look at what happened. This thing look like it be set up. Because now you know go sit Sarkodie and they tell him say you my small boy. Disrespect him on that. Who?
People too they say Sarkodie realize he mess up. Because people according to
did you watch the video? He apologized.
Yes, he apologized.
I say he no go fit.
You know what they pain Samini? The fact say Sarkodie apologize. No, why you Sarkodie and
you know you don't need Sarkodie, right? That's what he said.
Yeah,
so he doesn't need Sarkodie's verse. He doesn't need Sarkodie for the EP. He has released the EP. And this is make Sarkodie do what? Me say person obi anu ni prayer ko say I am so on any outbreak. This be the time you for come
every 6 hours.
I don't do that. No. You see, it is coming from someone who is revered in the industry, someone a lot of people have respect for, someone who is supposed to be a godfather to a lot of these artists. Then he go and sit down there and like this kind of chatting the vex. You know where this thing will transition to, where Sarkodie fans go vex, then we start the drag down, then the whole thing back to the same thing again.
We'll be back to it.
And why we not be serious like that?
Then we sit down there, we compare ourselves to Nigerians.
So right now, make Sarkodie do what? What's the one purpose? And I feel like the fact that they keep getting, I mean, when they get some of the line of questioning too, sometimes, you know, they need.
No, but even if it's the line of question, you reach some time and the dusty tell them, say, hey,
and you see the line of, this is why I always talk, say, most of our artists, then be childish. You understand? You see, if you have been in the industry for a very long time, right? And you are that guy, if you are that guy, if they ask you such a question, and if you not say they are coming to trigger you into a hole where you are going to say a lot of things, you have to be tactful and calculated. You can choose to answer the question or not answer. Oh, Charlie, this matter passed, we could move on. Because the end game of what Andy Dusty is trying to ask you to solicit emotions and response. Exactly. If you fall for it, it is numbers for him.
Being go sell. Yes.
So you have to be calculated. And that is an art Sarkodie has mastered. You know, go get some issues from him. He go tell you, say, Charlie. Or you go find ways and means to embellish it where, you know, go give you what you want.
Exactly.
That be what they distinguish you from the rest. Unless you want to join the bandwagon of Kwadwo.
Even with the Yvonne Nelson issue, as you go there up to some interview, like you see the answering.
You see the way you do them.
Simple. You won't get anything to talk about.
He move like he be media trained. And this is how it works, bro. Because if you go say something where they go use against you and things. Throwing tantrums and things no go solve anything. Because in the end, you have made it known that you do not want the feature. You do not want any collaboration. Let us move on. What are you bringing on board? You have a project. Let us talk about it.
Maybe they use that one to sell.
Okay, but then that's
you know, like most of our artists, they like that thing.
And I make a choice.
Even last time Kofi Mole can sit here, say somebody DM and say made them do some beef to sell.
And I know the conversation you do, they happen amongst them, and this is something they do. They engineer in the background, throw it out there for people to feed on.
And when the bloggers
when it backfires and the bloggers are reporting on it, they start complaining. And you see, I always talk say most of our artists say them self-awareness be zero. Most of them, it be zero. They don't even know. They are oblivious about everything. They want to pin blames on people apart from them. And so this thing that has started, instead of people concentrating on the project that you are coming to release, they are concentrating on the issue you have with Sarkodie. In the long run, you will release the album, then you go get 3 listeners on Spotify. Then you come and blame Sheldon. You
for
come
not
and
listening.
Are you people not tired?
Because yes, this one the selling point will be the argument between you and Sarkodie. Not even the EP or album they can't release.
Charlie.
But even if you watch the interview, the EP or album they can't release, he don't speak about them enough. More attention was given to he than Sarkodie.
And I they blame Bam, I they blame the interviewer too. And you see, I not go blame the interviewer.
No, I not go blame Samini. He they use that point to sell himself.
And I make a choice. Selling yourself, you are selling the wrong product. You see, they say every attention is attention, but we live in a system. Our industry is structured in a way. Say you understand. Samini has his fan base, and his fan base no go fit outpower Sarkodie, right?
Exactly.
Sarkodie has one of the most dominant fan bases we have in the country, and so if you're an artist and you are trying to be strategic, you tap in, right? This is what then Kwadwo did preach in one of his songs. He said, bro, we all go to come together because if Beam Native comes together with SM to Sark Nation, all of us, collective effort, concerted effort to consume artists them as song, we go to propel them to that kind of level. But you ask right now, you go sit there, they talk this thing there. Bro, nobody, Sarkodie fans vex right now, they drag
who will listen to you?
You understand?
People
and
fans,
you know when they vex me, then finish and then they can't blame people. And the media people are always talking. What do you want me to talk about? The book of James.
And you came to sell negativity.
Yes, we are selling it for you.
Samini,
no, make this matter quick. I feel like it be too much. Bro, it be too much. Sarkodie no on your shit.
Brian, he no go talk about
that. He no go reply you. He no go do song for you. He no go mind you.
Also in here verse me
I always say yourself. Me then you I say, oh, I know they need you. Move on.
So anytime what you see about Love Rocks, not the booth.
Because
I do one down or record the best.
Then
we did 24 hours.
I understand.
He said he was in London, Sarkodie sent him about 3 songs. Sending you know, pint and all the best now. But if you are Sarkodie, they know the bread on the day. But all the now the mass Sarkodie.
Now Love Rocks.
Yeah, the song is very nice.
Family corner with the
baby do so baby something men fapping woman tiko the beti yanko na yanko fu okwepo yenye de fata o him say me do
ana wanka bom pata
oka bom pata
okay yanko
asa
lyrics na asa na wonyum we send them 3am grab so yanko
wow tinyo we
na what arrangement na we go studio Ebia you not send them out. Ebia EP no then the theme no the tally plus in them.
But Blue Tick be wild.
Yes, I understand, and it's disrespectful because Ebia Samini they see say like the kind of level them they know you they for no blue. If maybe an underground artist
they are fine.
That one self no be advisable, but you go fit do for them. But your colleague on that level,
that same conversation.
Yes, and that's why I always they talk say don't lead people on, don't put people in that kind of situation where they go first sit back, then form them our own assertion or perception about what is happening. Sarkodie, you go fit do verse or you no go fit do. I no go fit do. We could move on.
Cause he says it tells Sarkodie make it send the song.
Yes.
He send from away Blue
That be all.
He say after some time he go, oh, Bossu, how far? He said Sarkodie even asked him the date he go release the EP. Wait, tell him.
Okay.
So Sarkodie was away. He tell, oh, Bossu, how far? Oh, I'll go do. I'm sorry. He say no, he advise himself. Say,
okay.
Okay.
So I understand, but then in the end, it happened finished. There's nothing we can do. I feel like if you are trying to champion a unified conversation for an artist, this is not something that is supposed to come from a legend like Samini. And yes, for someone who just graduated, where he sounds to be SRC president, don't do that.
You handle students.
And this will be something.
You can't be asked.
Now you can't use SRC president growing SRC. And also, so you got chance on step down. Maybe see campus go out. No, South Franco who said,
"Hey, who SRC president? He didn't want to handle.
What I know, Gaddafi. So step down. I'm coming to you. So there. I watch up here. You can't force me to step down.
Hey,
some girl for Twitter carry am go cause Rosie or whatever her name is. Yeah. You see, if you want to know what the youth will do,
look at your SRC president.
Quote it
if you think the future is promising for the youth, look at your SRC president.
Oh no,
SRC president put not step it down. No man the president. 4 years. 1 year put you. No man 4 years.
1 man 4 years. And I mean yesterday I see that today they funny me.
Whoa, time as soon. SRC president.
Boys prefect kakre amount.
Cupboard boy kakre
amount. Leading kwala no keke no.
It starts everywhere.
I be the lady for come chop now. time so hand over so that they will go through the process. After the other no Mugabe.
Your fault. And you're the fault.
The sister can't boost one man is Mukumi.
I mean your brother there.
Oh, my brother can't complain. I mean, I go hold that guy like this. Say, hey, respect yourself. My brother, they pay dues. But I say, SRC dues, you nebo. Or just send it. You buy a machine one. SRC president. Over host also that you cry got an hostel.